So in the last class, we discussed about the polar form of complex number, right? What do you mean by polar form? Polar form of the complex number. Do you remember that? We would have taught you Z is equal to R into cos theta plus I times sin theta. So this expression is called polar form of the complex number. Now here, what is R? R is called modulus of the complex number. R is called modulus of the complex number, and it is obtained by the formula root of x square plus y square. Then theta is called argument, right? Argument of the complex numbers. That is argument of Z. Argument of Z is defined as tan inverse of y by x. And that is the formula, another formula, right? Tan inverse of y by x. Now here, can you tell me what is y and x? Because what is Z? Z is x plus iy. You remember that? Here x is called what? Real part of the complex number. Y is called imaginary part of the complex number. So therefore, argument of Z is defined as tan inverse of, now you know what is y, right? It is imaginary part divided by what is x? Real part of the complex. So like this we will define argument of Z. Now here we are going to see, next topic is how to find out, how to determine the argument theta. For that there is a rule. Procedure mari irukku. Adha the heading appdi koduthachu. General rule for determining the argument theta. So for this, basically you have to come to 11th standard portion, right? This XOY plane has been divided into 4 parts, 4 quadrants. This is first quadrant. We will call this as Q1. This is second quadrant. This is Q2. This one is third quadrant. Finally, this is called fourth quadrant. The first quadrant, we will write usually A. Because you all know that all the 6 trigonometric ratios are positive. What are the 6 trigonometric ratios? You remember that? Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, then cosecant theta, secant theta and cot theta. All the 6 ratios are positive in the first quadrant. That is why capital A. That means all. All the 6 trigonometric ratios are positive. What about in the second quadrant? Here, sin theta and cosecant theta are positive, right? Sin theta and cosecant theta. Sin oda reciprocal enna cosecant. Adha inga second quadrant la positive varum. What about third quadrant? T. T stands for tan, tangent. Tan theta and its reciprocal cot. Other 4 ratios will be negative. What about in the fourth? In the fourth quadrant, we will write C. C stands for cosine, cos, and its reciprocal secant theta will be positive. Secant to cos மட்டும் தான் positive இருக்கும் fourth quadrantல. Balance நாலுமே வந்து எப்படி இருக்கும்ப்பா? நெகட்டிவா இருக்கும், right? இத வந்து நீங்க ஒரு கோட் வேர்ட் மாதிரி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம். எப்படி உங்களுக்கு சொல்லி கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க ஸ்கூல்ல அப்படினா all silver tea cups. You can remember like this. All silver tea cups. All silver tea cups என்ன அர்த்தம்? All A னா எல்லா trigonometric ratiosம் first quadrantல will be positive. Silver அப்படினா first letter என்ன? S. அப்ப sin. நம்ம ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. Sin and அதோட reciprocal என்ன? Cosecant. அதான் positive. Third quadrantல tan. அதோட reciprocal cot. Those two things will be positive. Rest of the 4 functions are negative. And the fourth one, C ன்னு போட்டுருக்கோம் பாத்தீங்களா? C stands for cups ன்னு சொல்றோம்ல. Cups ஓட first letter என்ன? C stands for cosine and its reciprocal secant will be positive and balance 4 functions will be negative. நீங்க இந்த மாதிரி கூட ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம். Add sugar to coffee. Like that also you can remember, right? Add sugar. Sugar ஓட first letter என்ன? S. 2. CO2. Coffee. Because nobody will have coffee without sugar. அந்த மாதிரி கோட் வேர்ட் கூட நீங்க ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம் ஈஸியா. சரியா? ரைட். இப்போ first point. If cos theta and sin theta are positive, that is, we will write symbolically, right? Cos theta and sin theta are positive. Then theta means what? argument of the complex number. Theta lies in first quadrant because first quadrant எல்லாமே பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கும் இல்லையா? அப்போ angle வந்து என்னவா இருக்கும் இங்க அப்படின்னா the format will be theta is equal to alpha. We will write like that. Theta is equal to alpha. இந்த மாதிரி தான் format, right? You have to you're supposed to take the argument like that. Angle அப்படி இருக்கும். Second point வந்து if second quadrant எது பாசிட்டிவ்? add sugar சொன்னோம் இல்லையா? Yes. That means if sin theta is positive and cos theta is negative, then this implies theta lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant. In this case, theta will be, the format is, you must take pi minus alpha. Theta is equal to pi minus alpha. அதாவது situation இந்த மாதிரி வரும்போது sin theta வந்து பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கும், cos theta வந்து will be negative. Then theta lies in which quadrant? Basically second quadrant. அப்ப theta ஓட format எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா pi minus alpha. All these things you have to remember. Next, the third point is add sugar to சொன்னோம் இல்லையா? T stands for tan. Tan and reciprocal என்ன அதோட reciprocal? Its reciprocal is cotangent cot theta. Tan cot தான் பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கும். Rest of the four functions என்ன? Sin, cos, secant, cosecant எல்லாமே will be negative. So the third point is if sin theta is negative as well as cos theta is also negative, ரெண்டுமே நெகட்டிவா இருந்தா then theta lies in third quadrant. Third quadrant means the format is minus of pi minus alpha. Third quadrant la irundha angle eppadi irukumpa? It is minus of pi minus alpha. This will be the format. The fourth point is, what is the fourth point? Add sugar to coffee. C. C stands for cos. Cos தான் பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கும். அதோட ரெசிப்ரோக்கல் என்ன? secant. அது ரெண்டு தான் பாசிட்டிவ். பேலன்ஸ் எல்லாமே நெகட்டிவ். பேலன்ஸ் 4 என்னது? sin and its reciprocal cosecant, then tan அதோட reciprocal cot. All these four functions will be negative. So coffee ஓட first letter என்ன? C. So C stands for cos. If cos theta is positive and sin theta is negative, implies theta lies in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. And in this case, theta will be equal to minus alpha. Theta will be equal to minus alpha. எல்லாத்தையும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணும் இப்போ, right? Now I will erase all these things. You know which is first quadrant, you know second quadrant, which is third quadrant and fourth quadrant, right? All these things you know. You have to remember only this. First quadrant la irundha you are supposed to take the angle like this. Theta is equal to alpha, right? Second quadrant, if the angle, that is, if, what is the condition says? If sin theta is positive and cos theta is negative, then the argument will falls on the second quadrant. That is, theta lies in second quadrant. On the format என்னப்பா? Theta is equal to pi minus alpha. Similarly, if both sin and cos are negative, then theta lies in the third quadrant. Third quadrant, now what is the format? You must take, you must select like this. Theta is equal to minus of pi minus alpha. Remember like this. And what is the fourth one? If cos theta is positive and sin theta is negative, then theta lies in the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant means how we should take. Theta is equal to minus alpha. ரொம்ப ஈஸியா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம். மேல பாருங்க என்ன இருக்குன்னு? theta is equal to alpha. மிரர் இமேஜ் தான் கீழ இருக்கு. So minus alpha. இங்க என்ன இருக்கு? செகண்ட் குவாட்ரண்ட்ல theta is equal to pi minus alpha. அதோட மிரர் இமேஜ் கீழ இருக்கு. So you must take minus of pi minus alpha. Like this you can remember. Okay? Right. Now we will work out the problems. Then you will understand this concept very easily, right? You please take down exercise 3.2, page number 124. All of you take your textbook. Exercise 3.2, page number 124. Problem number 6. You see problem number 6. What is the question? Express the following complex numbers in the polar form. The concept ரொம்ப ரொம்ப important. நல்லா புரிஞ்சாதான் you will understand exercise 3.4 very clearly, right? Also 3.5 also. So அதனால நல்லா கவனிச்சுக்கோ. Now we are going to work out problem number 6. Express the following complex numbers in the polar form. Polar form அப்படினாவே என்னது polar form? இதான் polar form. You must take always the complex number as r into cos theta plus I sin theta. And what is the formula for r? R stands for modulus of the complex number, which is given by the formula root of x square plus y square. Theta is called what? Theta is argument of the complex number. Yes, argument of the complex number நம்ம ஜெனரலா இந்த மாதிரி டினோட் பண்ணுவோம். பட் அந்த ஆங்கிளை வந்து கரெக்டா வந்து அதுக்குன்னு ஒரு நம்ம டிட்டர்மைன் பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு ரூல் மாதிரி இருக்கு. எங்க அந்த ஆங்கிள் இருக்கும் புரியுதா? இங்க ரெண்டு ஃபங்க்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்றோம் பாருங்க, cos sin. cos வந்து 4 பாசிபிலிட்டிஸ் நம்ம இப்பதான் பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா? ரெண்டுமே வந்து பாசிட்டிவா இருந்தா theta lies in first quadrant. Then ரெண்டுமே நெகட்டிவா இருந்தா ஈஸியா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம். If both sin theta and cos theta are positive, then theta lies in the first quadrant. If both sin theta and cos theta are negative, then theta lies in the third quadrant. இதுக்கு அப்படியே ஆப்போசிட்ல வரும். அதே மாதிரி இங்க பாருங்க எப்படி இருக்கும், cos வந்து நெகட்டிவா இருக்கும், sin வந்து பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கும். அதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட் இங்க. இதை நீங்க மாத்திக்க வேண்டியதுதான். இந்த இடத்துல எப்படி இருக்கும், cos வந்து பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கும், sin வந்து நெகட்டிவ். Now take down sixth problem. Exercise 3.2, sixth question, first subdivision. All the problems will come under section B. Section B na theriyala ungalku 6 marks. Sometimes this can be asked as 2-3 marks also. Right. What is the first one? 2 plus I 2 root 3. So the first step is you must write like this. என்ன கேட்டிருக்காங்க கொஸ்டின்ல? Express the following complex number in the which form? Polar form. So how will you write? Let, what is the given complex number? See the textbook. 2 plus I into 2 root 3 is equal to r into theta plus I sin theta. This is the way you write. Call this as star. Right? Now the next step is 2 plus I into 2 root 3 is equal to, multiply this r inside. We will write r into cos theta plus I times r into sin theta. You call this as equation number 1. The next step is left hand side is a complex number, right hand side is also complex number. ரெண்டு சைடுமே நம்ம complex number இருக்கிறதால we are going to equate the corresponding real part and the corresponding imaginary part. By equating, short எழுதுவோம், r pin போட்டா என்ன அர்த்தம், real part, and I pin போட்டா it is called imaginary part. 2 is equal to r cos theta. From this, cos theta is 2 by r. Okay, you call this as equation number 2. And again you equate the imaginary part. This is real part. Real part na anike na sollirukken, it is a term without I. Left hand side I illada term edu 2. Right la enna irukku, r cos theta. Similarly left la vandu imaginary part enna, imaginary part means what, it is a term with I. So you must write what, 2 into root 3 is equal to r into sin theta. From this, what is sin theta? 2 root 3 by r. Call this as equation number 3. Without knowing r, you cannot determine what is theta, right? First step is we have to find out r. We know that what is r? R stands for root of x square plus y square. That is the formula. Modulus of the complex number. What is x and what is y? Here this is x, this is y. What is the value of x? It is 2. 2 square பண்ணுங்க. We'll write step by step, okay? 2 square plus what is y? 2 root 3 the whole square. That is square root of, what is 2 square? 4. 2 root 3 square பண்ணுங்க. 4 3s are 12. That is root of 16. What is root of 16? It is 4. So the value of r is 4. Now equation 2 implies what is cos theta? 2 by r. R another 4. Simplify this, you will get cos theta is 1 by 2. Equation 3 implies sin theta is, what is sin theta? 2 root 3 by r. What is r? 4. Cancel பண்ணுங்க இதை. So it is root 3 by 2. So both, see here, cos theta is 1 by 2. Positive or இல்லையா? Positive. Remember what is sin theta? Root 3 by 2. That is also positive. Both are positive, right? So therefore, you must tell me, if both sin theta and cos theta are positive, then theta lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. First quadrant தானே? Sin cos ரெண்டுமே பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கு பாருங்க. அப்போ எங்க இருக்கும் அந்த ஆங்கிள்? Argument theta will lie in the first quadrant. So theta is equal to, what is the format? Alpha. This implies theta is equal to alpha அப்படின்னா ஒன்றும் இல்லை, நீங்க யோசிச்சு பார்க்கணும். For what angle of cos? You will get 1 by 2. Cos of some angle will be equal to 1 by 2, as well as sin of some angle is equal to root 3 by 2. What is that angle? 60 degree. Correct. 60 degree எப்படி ரேடியன்ல சொல்ல போறீங்க? pi by 3. Okay. Theta is pi by 3. So that's all. நம்ம r கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டோம் இல்லையா? What is the value of r? R is 4. What is theta? Pi by 3. Substitute the values of r and theta in star. Star implies 2 plus I into 2 root 3 is equal to r. What is the value of r? R is 4. 4 into cos of pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. This is called the polar form of the complex number. Right? So, கொடுத்திருக்கிற complex number நம்ம எப்படி express பண்ணியிருக்கோம்? The way of polar form. Polar form அப்படின்னு கேட்டாங்கன்னா நீங்க இந்த மாதிரி தான் எழுதணும் exam. Okay? So this problem is 6 mark problem. புரிஞ்சுதா உங்களுக்கு? Right. Next வந்து we will work out another sum. What is the second subdivision? Second subdivision is minus 1 plus I root 3. Now let minus 1 plus I root 3 is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. Call this as star. Next step is minus 1 plus I root 3 is equal to, multiply term by term, r into cos theta plus I times r into sin theta. You call this as equation number 1. First time r கண்டுபிடிச்சலாமா? We know that, what is the formula for finding r? It is root of x square plus y square. It is root of, what is the value of x? Minus 1. What is the value of y? It is square root of 3. Minus 1 the whole square plus root 3 the whole square. This root of 1 plus 3, that is root 4. that is equal to 2. So the value of R is 2. Next one, the by equating real part and imaginary part, we get equate the real part and imaginary part in equation 1. Okay. So you will get -1 is equal to R into cos theta, and root 3 is equal to R into sin theta. This, what is the value of cos theta? -1 by R. -1 by what is R? 1 by 2. This is a negative value. From this, what is sin theta? Sin theta is root 3 by R. It is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 is positive. Now here you have to decide. Cos theta is negative and sin theta is positive. Sin positive, cos negative. Theta? Theta lies in second quadrant. Theta lies in Q2. So what is the format? If theta lies in Q2, it is pi minus alpha. See the board. We have given a chart, right? According to that, theta is pi minus alpha. Pi minus. அதே மாதிரி பாருங்க. மைனஸை பத்தி கவலைப்படாத. இங்க பாரு. Sin theta is root 3 by 2. அதே மாதிரி. What value of theta? Sin of that angle will be equal to root 3 by 2. Theta க்கு என்ன substitute பண்ணா root 3 by 2 நமக்கு வரும். Same pi by 3 only. So it is alpha வந்து இங்க pi by 3. So you must write pi minus pi by 3. Right? Simplify பண்ணுங்க. 3 pi minus pi என்ன வரும்? You will get 2 pi by 3. So theta is 2 pi by 3. The next step is substitute the values of R and theta in star. The star implies -1 plus I root 3 is equal to, what is the value of R? R is 2. Theta is 2 pi by 3. So you will get cos of 2 pi by 3 plus I sin 2 pi by 3. This is the final answer, right? So we have expressed the given complex number in the polar form. What is the polar form? This is R, and this is theta. Finally, ultimate நம்ம என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்? R and theta தான் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். Polar form அப்படினாவே. Subdivision 3 வந்து உங்களுக்கு homework. You do it in a home. Subdivision 4, you will work it out, right? Write down subdivision number 4. What is subdivision number 4? Let 1 minus I is equal to R into cos theta plus I sin theta. In the previous one, you call this as equation number 1. Multiply term by term. R cos theta plus I into R sin theta. First one, we will find out what is R, right? Root of x square plus y square. What is the value of x? 1. What is y? -1. So it is 1 square plus 1 square, which is root 2. So that is the value of R is what? Square root of 2. அதே மாதிரி last ரெண்டு sum மாதிரியே நம்ம work out பண்ணணும். Equate real part, imaginary part in equation number 1. What is the real part in the left hand side? 1. 1 is equal to R cos theta. So from this, what is cos theta? 1 by R, which is 1 by root 2, that is positive. Similarly, we equate the imaginary part. The left hand side, tell me what is the imaginary part? -1 is equal to R sin theta. From this sin theta is minus 1 by r, it is minus 1 by root 2 and that is negative. See here, cos is positive, sin is negative. Cos is positive, sin is negative. Now, theta lies in the fourth quadrant. That means Q4. So, what is the format? Theta is equal to minus alpha. So, theta is equal to minus. Tell me what is alpha? What will be alpha? Think and tell me. Here, cos of something should be equal to 1 by root 2. Cos of 45 degree is 1 by root 2. How will you write that 45 degree in terms of radians? Pi by 4. So, theta is equal to minus pi by 4. What is the value of r? R is square root of 2. Next step is we are going to substitute the values of r and theta in star. Take down, substitute the values of r and theta in star. Star implies 1 minus I is equal to, what is the value of r? R is root 2 cos of, what is theta? Minus pi by 4 plus I sin minus pi by 4. This is the final answer. So, only thing is I have given you subdivision 3 as homework, right? Plus, இதே மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு சில examples கூட homework எடுத்துக்கங்க. You can do it in your home. Example 3.9, page number 115, page number 115, example 3.9. அதில் ஒரு 3 subdivisions இருக்குப்பா, அதுவும் homework. So, exerciseல ஒன்று கொடுத்துருக்கேன், exampleல 3 subdivisions I have given you as homework. So, totally you have 4 subdivisions as homework. Please do it in your home, right? Next concept is, we are going to introduce a formula called Euler's formula. It is called Euler's formula. Euler's formula அப்படினா என்னன்னா இங்க பாருங்க. First formula is very simple. E power I theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Second form is e power minus I theta. E power minus I theta can be written as cos theta minus I sin theta. These two formulas are called Euler's formula, right? The next thing is we are going to add these two things. We will get a new formula. All this as equation number 1. This as equation number 2. Okay. Add 1 and 2. See what you will get. E power I theta plus e power minus I theta. What do they add? This plus I sin theta and minus I sin theta will get cancelled. You will get cos theta plus cos theta, which is 2 times cos theta. From this cos theta can be written as e power I theta plus e power minus I theta by 2. Next one is you subtract 1 and 2. Short SUB in potruppan, that means subtract. Subtract 1 and 2, which gives you e power I theta minus e power minus I theta. Subtract panna inge minus varum, rendu cancel inge plus varum. So you will get 2i theta. From this sin theta is e power I theta minus e power minus I theta by 2i. So all these things you have to remember. Similarly, this e power I theta note, write down this note, e power I theta is can be written as cos theta plus I sin theta. Cos theta plus I sin theta நம்ம ஷார்ட்டா வந்து எப்படி எழுதலாம் அப்படின்னா we can write like this also, cis theta. Okay, cis theta means that is the abbreviated form வந்து cos theta plus I sin theta. அது நம்ம ஷார்ட்டா cis theta ன்னு சொல்றோம். அதே மாதிரி செகண்ட் ஒன் பாருங்க, e power minus I theta can be written as cos theta minus I sin theta. Right? This is note number 1. Note number 2 is e power minus I theta is cos theta minus I sin theta. இதை வந்து நம்ம ஷார்ட் ஃபார்ம்ல எப்படி எழுதலாம் அப்படின்னா cis minus theta. இந்த மாதிரி கூட நம்ம எழுதலாம். சரியா? Right. So with this we have completed exercise 3.2. Next one is we'll go for solutions of polynomial equations.